What is going on, guys? This is Ben here. So this is the most excited I've been for a booster box in a very long time. Like, I have been waiting for this set for so long because some of the cards in here I've been wanting to play for forever. I've been testing them online a lot, and I really do like them. And you guys know I recently took third place at a regional event with Trickstars, and I think they're going to work well with the deck. So let me know if you guys liked a deck profile later. And I don't know, the Sky Strikers are amazing. Hopefully we pull Startup Engage. It's like Sky Striker Mobilize, Startup Engage or something like, or Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. I know like it was called Brandish Engage. I don't know. Like they used to be like their Japanese translation was Brandish, and then when they got translated to English, they were changed to Sky Strikers. So some of you know them as both, but for English they're called Sky Strikers, and that's what we're hoping to get. Yeah, but Mobilize Engage, Sky Striker, or we'll just say Sky Striker Ace or Sky Striker Engage is like $100 right now. So that literally makes the box. Depending on this first box go, I do have some more, and I have actually a couple more coming in the mail as well. So you're gonna see a lot of this set open over the next few days. I definitely like you guys are excited. Dark Saviors. There's also a lot of vampire cards in here as well. It's 5 cards per pack. 24 packs per box. And then there's some really awesome artwork cards. I don't know how they're gonna perform meta-wise, but they were originally called Skyfang Brigade, but now that was changed to For Hire. So there's a lot of like puns with their names, so they're kind of funny, but hopefully we get some of the Sky Strikers out of the boxes that we do open. Hopefully you guys are excited. If you guys did end up opening this box, let me know how you pulled. But yes, there's 4 super rares per pack and 1 secret rare. Dampa, Marksman, For Hire. Armageddon Knight, a good reprint in here. When this card is summoned, you can send 1 dark monster from your deck to the graveyard. Monarch Stormforth, we just recently got this reprinted in Kaiba's collection, so I don't know. Then we have Sky Striker Ace, Shizuku. So this is the one, basically like one combo link monsters with their main monster, and then they have a spell that creates a token that you can make these guys. And the reason why the deck is so good, it just generates so much advantage. And then when you end up getting 3 spells in your graveyard, they do so much more. So this one takes a 1 non-water Sky Striker Ace monster. Right now there's only a fire and a water one of this, and then the OCG, a new set release that has a wind. So it's pretty good. Monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense for each spell in your graveyard. So basically you have a lot of spells in there. Your opponent's monsters are going to be super low. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was special summoned this turn, you can add 1 Sky Striker spell from your deck to your hand with a different name from the cards in your graveyard. You can only special summon 1 Sky Striker Ace Shizuku once per turn. So basically, say you didn't open up the Engage that you wanted, but you can still make their Link monsters. You special summon her in the end phase, and then you'll add that Engage. And if I get Engage, we're gonna be crazy. Sky Striker Mecha Modules Multi-Roll. So if you're playing like pure Sky Strikers, you probably want to play this. I can't find room with my deck with the Trickstars splashed in to play this, but this is a really good card as well. Once per turn, you can target 1 other card you control, send that card to the graveyard. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to your spell card's activation for the rest of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. So basically, that's actually a nice effect, because another thing with their spells are if you control a monster in your main monster zone, you can't activate their cards, like the Sky Striker cards. So with multi-roll, say somehow there's some problematic card in your main monster zone that you can't get rid of, you could use this, and then your opponent basically cannot respond to when you activate spell cards, which is really nice for that turn. You can only gain the previous effect once per turn, and then once per turn during the end phase, you can set Sky Striker spells with different names from your graveyard up to the number of Sky Striker spells you activated this turn while this card was face up on the field, but banish them when they leave the field. So basically, you set this guy, or card, you activate all your Sky Striker stuff, put like a counter on this so you know how many you activated, and then you can set them all back to your field if you would like. Such a great card. So starting pretty good here. A lot of people were thinking these were going to be like the Sky Striker Ace guys were going to be, well, they're actually girls. Thought they were going to be secret rares because they're so good, but they're actually super rares in their set, and they're really not easy to get. So it's pretty cool. Dampa Marksman For Hire again. Sky Striker Mecha Eagle Booster. This one isn't the greatest. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target 1 face-up monster on the field. That target is unaffected by card effects this turn, except its own. And if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, it cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. It's a quick play spell. It's not that great, but still really cool. And then also a Toon Table of Contents. Got a reprint in this. I'm kind of sad because I picked up a lot of the rare Toon Table of Contents a long time ago. So in preparation for this deck, and it got reprinted in this. Doesn't make sense. There's no other tunes. It would have made sense for the Pegasus pack, but still a good reprint. It's good for getting 3 spells in your graveyard. Then we have Shadow Vampire. So one of our first vampires that we're seeing cannot be used as XYZ material for an XYZ summon, except for the XYZ summon of a Dark Monster. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 Dark Vampire monster from your deck or hand, except Shadow Vampire. But monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of the turn. And then we have Beat Bladesman for hire. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 for hire monster from your hand, except Beat Bladesman for hire. If a monster for hire is special summoned to your side of the field while you control this monster, you can add 1 monster for hire from your deck to your hand, except Beat Bladesman for hire. You can only use effective Bladesman. Ooh. Okay, once per turn. I'm not sure how Beat Bladesman for hire is. He's a warrior, so you can search him off Rhoda. I'm going to set the for hires up there. I don't have enough sleeves to sleeve everything, but yeah, if you guys want to check out the eBay, a lot of this stuff will be listed. Because like I said, I'm going to be opening up a bunch of these boxes. And then also if you see anything else. So we got Vampire Orcus. Nice little scary tree. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 Dendel from your hand. Vampire Koala. Alright. We have Curry Bandit. Remember when that card first came out. Then we have Vampire Sorcerer. And we have Vampire Domination. When a spell / trap card or monster effect is activated while you control a vampire monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Then if it was a monster card, gain life points equal to its original attack. Well, that's pretty good. Vampire's get its own like negation now. There might be a way if they can search this. That's pretty good. But you do need to control a vampire. But still, any sort of trap negation is still really, really nice. Negates a spell, trap, or monster effect. So a lot of decks would love to have that. And for vampires, again, that's pretty good. Hellman's for hire. Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones. So this is the card that I thought was for sure going to be a secret rare, because this is what makes it possible to be an engine in other decks. You don't even have to run their main monster. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, special summon 1 Sky Striker Ace token in defense position, which cannot be tributed. And if you do, have 3 or more spells in your graveyard. When this effect resolves, its attack becomes 1500 instead of attack and defense. But basically, you special summon the token, get out these guys, and just continues your plays. It's really, really... I thought this for sure was going to be a secret rare, so glad we got that one. We have another Sky Striker Ace Shizuku, Vampire Grimson, and we have Darth Vampire Sheridan. This guy is the guy on the box. 2 plus level 6 monsters. If you use a monster with a level that is owned by your opponent, if you use a monsters with a level that is owned by your opponent for the XYZ summon of this card, treat it as a level 6. So if you somehow take their monster, okay. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, then target 1 card your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. Not bad. Doesn't destroy, just sends it. And then it doesn't target, or no, you have to target. So it doesn't destroy, but it sends it. So that's really, really nice. Once per turn, if a monster card is sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard by a card effect, or a monster destroyed by battle and sent to your opponent's graveyard, you can attach 1 XYZ material from this card, special summon 1 of those monsters to your field in defense position. That's pretty good, man. He is really, really a solid card. If you use a monsters with a level that is owned by your opponent. So basically, if you summon like a level 4 monster, I guess, and they have the level 4, it would be treated as level 6. Makes sense. But the guy in the box, we got him. I don't even know if it showed in the camera there. Not bad. How many people are you guys going to be playing? I don't know why they're reprinting this again. Mirror Force reprint again, as if everyone doesn't have enough of them. Horn of the Phantom Beast. Sky Striker Ace Ray. This is their only monster the Sky Strikers plays, but with the Hornet bit, or the Hornet drones, you actually don't have to play this in if you're not playing Peter, but... Sky Striker Mecha Shark Cannon. Sorry, I saw it, I had to. So a quick boost. This Shark Cannon, I would have thought they would have changed it around where Sky Striker Mecha Cannon would have been switched with Hornet drones. Because this one's okay, but it's not... I don't know. I feel like this should have been a super rare instead of this, but I'm fine with that because usually probably only play one of these because it does like the same thing kind of as like Called by the Grave, but Called by the Grave might be a little bit better. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target 1 monster your opponent can... If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish that monster, Or if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your field instead. So I guess it's better if you have spells because you get to special summon it. It's pretty good in the mirror. It stops like other things because you can chain this to negate, like, well, not negate, but say you soul charge and target the monsters, you chain this and take away one of their monsters. Can't use soul charge. Stops monster reborn if you can chain this. Trickstar reincarnation. So it's pretty good, but I think Hornet Drones is better. And then we have Sky Striker Ace Ray. This is their normal monster. It's a warrior, level 4. You contribute this card as a quick effect, special summon 1 Sky Striker Ace monster from your extra deck to the extra monster zone. While this card is in your graveyard, if a face-up Sky Striker Ace Link monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon this card. You can only use each effect of Sky Striker Ace Ray once per turn. So it's a quick effect. That's what's good about it. And if they die, your opponent kills them, she special summons herself back. Really, really solid card. Hopefully we get a lot of Rays. It's the, if you're playing Pier and a lot of other decks might use that too. It's solid, dude. It's really, really good. All right, Vampire Red Baron. Foolish Burial Goods is in here. Awesome, another reprint. Even though we just recently got a reprint, so that kind of sucks. I'll put the good reprints like up in there. Recon Scout for hire. Bravo Fighter for hire, and we have Sagita Maverick for hire. So we're getting a lot of the for hires. We'll set the for hires over there. Trying to keep this a little bit organized, but we'll pick it up. I'm already super long into the video and I only went through a few packs. I'm sorry. Vampire Familiar, Dark Greffer, Foolish Burial Goods, Vampire Vamp, and we have Sky Striker Maneuver Jamming Wave. Okay, we'll take it. This one's pretty good. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, see how they all have that clause, target 1 set spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. Then, if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, you can destroy 1 monster on the field. So if you have 3 or more, it actually doesn't target, which is nice. But the one thing that is a downside, it's not a quick play. It would be a lot better if it was a quick play spell, but maybe that'd be a little bit too broken. Jamming Wave Maneuver Jamming Waves. There also is a one that's the, nice, we got a Ray. Scapegoat in here. Super rare. Then we have the Sky Striker Mech Armory Hercules Base. Activate if you control no monsters in your main monster zone. The equipped monster cannot attack directly. It can make a second attack on monsters during each battle phase. If you have 3 more spells in your graveyard, draw 1 card. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target up to 3 Sky Strikers cards in your graveyard, except Sky Striker Mecha Armory. Shuffle them into the deck. So you equip them to these guys and they can't die, and if they can attack twice in the battle phase, but they can't directly. I don't know. I wouldn't be playing this. Maybe in the Pier, might play 1, but I don't know. Vampire Retainer, and we have Magical Citadel of an Endymion. This is actually a reprint, I believe. So, some reprints. All right. Tune table of contents again. Allure of Darkness in here. Then we have Sky Striker Maneuver Afterburner. There we go. This is the other one. It's kind of like they kind of do the same thing, but opposite. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target 1 face-up monster on the field, destroy it. Then if you have 3 more spells in your graveyard, you can destroy 1 spell or trap on the field. So this one originally destroys monsters, then destroys a spell or trap. And then the other one, the Maneuver Jamming Waves, destroys a spell or trap. Then if you control 3 spells or have 3 spells in your graveyard, destroys a monster. Okay, we're gonna pick up the pace now. I know what everyone wants us to see. See if I get the pull. Plague Spreader Zombie, Quick Boost, Vampire Domain. All right. Vampire Grimson, Spell Power Grasp, Vampire Red Baron, Drowning Mirror Force is in here, and Vampire Scarlet Scourge. All right, so a lot of the Vampire secret rares we're getting. And we're also getting a lot of the Sky Striker stuff too. Crimson Knight, Reinforcement of the Army. I actually need that. I don't own a copy. Vampire Sorcerer. And we have Vampire Desire. Trying to read it while I open up the pack. Because I know I'm sorry I went super long in the beginning. I was just so hyped for these. And then we have Vampire Fraulein. We're getting all the vampire dudes. I mean, I would expect to. There's so many secret rares, and this is an all hollow set. So, Crimson Knight, Vampire Reinforcement of the Army, Vampire Sorcerer, Mystic Tomato, and we have Sky Striker, Mecha Widow Anchor. So this one's the one that, if you control a monster remains in the monster zone, target one face-up effect monster on the field, negate that face-up monster's effect until the end of this turn. Then if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, you can take control of that monster until the end phase. It's a quick play spell. That's what's good about it. So you can destroy or negate problematic monsters' effects, and then you can steal it. Really, really awesome. So I'm glad we got the Widow Anchor. Let's see if we can get the Mobilize, Engage, Sky Striker Ace, Ray. Got our playset of Rays now. Hornet Drones will take you. Plague Spreader Zombie, Vampire Red Baron, and we have the Beat Bladesmans for Hire, another one of him. So Widow Anchor I think is also one of the Chase secret rares in here. So nice. Spell Power Grass, Foolish Barrel of Goods, Sky Striker Airspace Area 0. This one's basically you target one card you control, activate 3 cards from your deck, and if you activate a Sky Striker card, you add it to your hand and then destroy your targeted card. Then we have Vampire's Desire. I don't know if you'd play Airspace 0. Then if it's destroyed, you get to special summon a Ray. That's what's also pretty good about it. Ray is their monster, Mirror Force, Dark Greffer, Quick Booster, and Raphael, Champion for Hire. Raphael, Champion for Hire. That's some really sweet artwork, dude. That guy looks amazing. Nice. So we're getting down to the wire on the first booster box. Horn of Phantom Beast, Curry Bandit, Sky Striker. We've seen him pull this once. Eagle Booster, and Training for Hire for all your training needs. Oh my god. That's the one that everyone was like, really? They had to translate that. Training for Hire for all your training needs. So funny. Sky Striker Ace Kagari. First time pulling Kagari. One non-fire. To make it, you need one non-fire Sky Striker Ace monster. If this card is special summon, you can target one Sky Striker spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Gains up to 100 attack for each spell in your graveyards. So you can only special summon it once per turn. But what's good about it is, say you activate that Engage that we're talking about, or anything, you can add that. You can add back to your hand, and none of these are once per turn. That's what's so good about them. Drawing Mirror Force and Dinah, Hero for Hire. Yeah, they have really cool artwork. I personally do like Skyfang Brigade better than For Hire, but it's okay. Nice. We got Sky Striker Ace Kagari again. Airspace Air 0. Magical Citadel of Endymion. So 2 Kagaris, 2 Shizuku, Vampire Retainer, Vampire Grimson, Vampire Awakening, and Wiz, Sage for Hire. They're all for hire. I mean, it makes sense because, like, if they're pirates, you know, they're for hire to do the dirty stuff. Reinforcement, Mystic Tomato. Don't know why you're in here. Vampire Familiar. Recon Scout for Hire. And we have Sky Striker Maneuver Jamming Waves. So we got 2 packs left. Let's see if we can pull the one, the only, what is it? Startup Engage. It's not Startup, it's just, I forget the name. It's like Module or something. It's just Engage for sure. We'll just call it Engage. Vampire Fraluin. Don't know if I'm even saying that right. Drowning Mirror Force. Fandora Flying Fortress. Vampire Awakening, and Vampire Scarlet Scourge. So we didn't pull it in the first booster box we opened. We'll get into our next one. We're doing a double booster box in today's video. Let's get this open. We gotta pull it. We have to. And then I think the mailman came and dropped off the other ones. Oops, upside down. So booster box number 2. I do need to rearrange a little bit. So we have 3 rays out of the first booster box. We couldn't even see it. We got 3 rays. We had 2 jamming waves, 1 afterburners, 1 shark cannon, 1 mecha modules, Widow Anchor, 2 of the Shizukus, 3 Hornet drones, which is nice, 1 scapegoat only. couple of the tune tables. So, and a lot of vampires. All right. Crimson Knight Vampire Brain. So since we saw most of these, we're gonna start picking up the pace a little bit. I talked about all the reason why I went so in depth. Oops, I pulled out the back secret. It's gonna be Wiz Sage for hire. It like slipped out of the pack. So we got more vampire stuff. All right. Let's see. Scapegoat, we're just talking about you. Sky Striker Ace Airspace Zero. Bravo Fighter for hire. Vampire Fraline. Fraline Stein. Scapegoat again. Airspace Sky Striker Airspace. Bravo Fighter for hire. And Darth Dampier Vampire Sheridan. The main guy on the cover. Alright, let's see it. Spell Power Grass, Vampire Red Baron, Drowning Mirror Force, Mystic Tomato, and with Vampire's Domain. Spell Power Grass, Vampire Red Baron, Drowning Mirror Force, and Training for Hire for all your trading needs. Jeez, man. I know it is possible to get two. A nice tune table. Allure, nice. Vampire Crimson, Raphael, Champion for hire. I know it's possible to get two engages in one booster box. It is short printed a little bit. I think out of a case you normally only get 6 of them. Vampire Scarlet Scourge. So let's hope our booster box are the ones that have it in though. Dark Greffer, Foolish Burial Goods, Vampire Vamp, Sky Striker Mecha Harkle's Base, Dyna Hero for hire. Shadow Vampire, Dampa Marksman for hire, Vampire Vamp, Sky Striker Mecha Armor Harkle Base, Sky Striker Mecha Shark Cannon. So we got 2 Shark Cannons out of 2 boxes now. Sky Striker Ace Ray, Quick Booster, Magical Citadel of Endymion. I feel like I always pronounce that one wrong. Give us some more Kagaris, some more Shizukus. Fandora, the Flying Fortress, Plague Spreader Zombie, Bravo Fighter for hire, Sky Striker Mecha Modules Multi-Roll. Getting the multi-rolls, okay. Foolish Burial Goods, Airspace, Mirror Force, Vampire Scarlet Scourge, Dark Greffer, Armageddon Knight, Plague Spreader Zombie, Quick Boost, and Vampire Domination. Curry Bandit, Sky Striker Mecha, Helmer, Sky Striker Mecha Shark Cannon again. 2 in the same. Reinforcement of the Army. Raphael, Champion for hire. We just need it. We need that one pull. See if we can get lucky. There's Kagari, thank you. Hornet Drones, first time pulling that in this box. Vampire Desires. Mystic Tomato, Spell Power Grass, Foolish Burial Goods. Airspace Zero, Sky Striker Mecha Widow Anchor. That's actually a good one to get though, so we'll take it. We'll take the Mecha Widow Anchor. Mirror Force, Curry Bandit, Sky Striker Mecha Army Harkle's Base, Dyna Hero for hire. Plague Spreader, and then Vampire Fraline. All monsters in that one. Come on. Where is it? Magical Citadel. And then we have Sky Striker Kagari, Hornet Drones, Eagle Boost. We only have 3 packs left. Did we pull not correctly here? Did we get the bad boxes? Shizuku, Sky Striker Maneuver Jamming Waves. All right, so we're getting a lot of the Sky Strikers at least, but not the Engage. Mayhem for hire. Target 1 monster for hire in your graveyard special summon in defense position. Quick effect. You can only activate 1 Mayhem for hire per turn. That's actually the first time we pulled him. Last pack, Vampire Domination. So, oops, messed that up. Those go there. These are all super rares. So, for our secret rares for the Sky Strikers, out of 2 boxes, we had a couple. I think we had a playset of Shark Cannons, 2 Widow Anchors, 1 Afterburn, 3 Jamming Waves, and 2 Multi-Roll. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys pulled better than I did. Hopefully you got that startup Engage. That'll be pretty crazy, but a lot of good cards in this set. I'm glad I got a good start on the core for the deck. That's really, really nice. And then we got the guy in the cover, which is always sweet as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry for it's the longer one, but I just had to make sure you guys knew what they did for the Sky Strikers and stuff. But hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be opening a bunch more. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.